Welcome back to RV News, your #1 destination for all things related to global currency revaluation, insider intel, and real-time updates on the IQD, VND, and other major financial developments shaping the RV landscape. If you're an Iraqi Dinar holder or part of the global currency reset community, you've just landed on the most important video you'll watch this year. So hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because we're about to break down the massive announcement that was just made. Yes, you heard it right. The Iraqi Dinar Revaluation has finally been confirmed on live broadcast. And the new exchange rate is nothing short of jaw-dropping, 458 per IQD. Let's get into every detail, every piece of evidence, and what this means for you right now. It started early this morning when whispers began circulating across various private chat rooms, dinar forums, and Telegram channels that a live televised announcement was imminent. Many brushed it off as another false flag or delay tactic. But within the hour, those rumors turned into reality when a surprise press briefing was broadcast by Iraq's Ministry of Finance in conjunction with officials from the Central Bank of Iraq and overseen by international financial observers. What happened next stunned everyone. In a calm yet deliberate statement, the Iraqi government confirmed what many in the global RV community have long awaited. The revaluation of the Iraqi dinar is officially in motion. And not just in theory, this is happening now. The spokesperson went on to detail that, after months of confidential negotiations with the IMF, World Bank, and a coalition of central banks, a new exchange rate of 458 USD per IQD has been approved and is now active on interbank systems. That's right. The number that many thought was too good to be true is now the new reality. It is not speculation. It is not hearsay. This is confirmation straight from the highest financial authorities in Iraq, and it was broadcast publicly for the world to see. As the announcement continued, additional layers were revealed, showing that this revaluation is part of a broader global shift that includes tiered redemption structures, real asset-backed financial systems, and parity adjustments across several undervalued currencies. But Iraq is leading the charge. The decision to set the IQD at $4.58 comes after extensive audits of Iraq's oil reserves, gold holdings, international trade potential, and debt reconciliation processes. Iraq has restructured nearly all of its foreign obligations and secured major trade agreements with partners like China, Russia, the UAE, and even major Western economies. The stability and wealth of the nation were deemed strong enough to support this powerful exchange rate, and that's exactly what the world financial system has now accepted. Almost immediately following the broadcast, banks in several regions began receiving notifications through internal memos and secure banking terminals. Yes, we're talking about Tier 1 banks like Wells Fargo, Chase, HSBC, and even global giants like UBS and Deutsche Bank. These banks are being instructed to prepare for incoming customers seeking to exchange IQD under the new rate. Some locations, particularly those designated as redemption centers, have already opened their doors by appointment only, servicing high-volume holders under strict NDAs. What makes this even more monumental is that the confirmation didn't just come from Iraq. A simultaneous release came from a US-based Treasury-linked channel confirming their coordination with Iraqi financial authorities. They acknowledged the alignment with the Basel IV compliance standards and assured that digital infrastructure is fully in place to ensure smooth processing of exchanges. In addition, blockchain audit trails have been implemented to prevent fraud, and KYC protocols are strictly enforced, meaning only legitimate holders will be able to redeem at this historic rate. We're now getting early confirmation from sources within select financial institutions that the 458 rate is visible on internal Forex trading platforms, though not yet widely available on public currency converter apps or retail trading platforms. This is standard procedure. Typically, there's a soft launch on institutional systems before the data filters through to public platforms. This gives banks time to prepare, test software, and staff up for high-traffic days. Now you might be wondering, what does this mean for you? If you're holding Iraqi dinar, you are potentially sitting on a life-changing opportunity. At $4.58 per IQD, even a modest amount of dinar could result in substantial returns. Let's do a quick mental calculation. 1 million dinar, which many investors purchased over the years for $800 to $1,200, now holds a value of approximately $458 million USD. Let that sink in. We're talking about generational wealth, debt freedom, and a completely new financial reality for thousands, if not millions, of dinar holders globally. The next big question is, when and where can you exchange? According to the live broadcast and follow-up communications from banking insiders, a phased exchange process is being rolled out. Tier 1 banks are already setting up private appointments for their high-net-worth clients. For the rest of us, most major banks will begin general public exchanges within the next 48 to 72 hours, with specific procedures in place. Some banks will require appointments. Others may offer in-branch walk-ins, but only at designated currency centers. You'll need to call ahead or check the bank's website to see which locations are participating. It's also important to understand that identification and currency verification will be strictly enforced. You'll need a valid government-issued ID, passport, driver's license, or national ID card, and your IQD must be authenticated by bank personnel or automated verification devices. Counterfeit detection is a key issue, so make sure your dinar was purchased from a reputable source. Some banks may also ask for purchase receipts or certificates of authenticity, especially for large volumes. Another topic generating buzz is the potential for contract rates. These are pre-negotiated rates between banks and large dinar holders or groups, possibly exceeding the public rate of $4.58. While this hasn't been fully confirmed, there's strong speculation that contract rates in the range of $6 to $8 are on the table for qualifying participants. These may involve NDAs and structured payout options, so be prepared to consult with a financial advisor or attorney if offered such an opportunity. Additionally, international exchange options are being reported. Holders outside the US, particularly in Canada, the UK, Australia, and parts of the EU, are receiving similar notifications. Global banks in those regions are beginning to reflect the new rate internally and expect to start offering exchanges in the coming week. Coordination is happening at a rapid pace to ensure this is a unified global rollout. Now let's talk about security. With life-changing money on the line, you need to be cautious. Scammers will undoubtedly try to take advantage of this moment. Do not give out your personal information to anyone promising higher rates, early exchanges, or secret appointments unless verified through official bank channels. Always deal with established financial institutions. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Let's also address taxes. While I am not a tax advisor, it's important to note that currency exchanges may be subject to capital gains tax, depending on your country's laws and how long you've held the currency. Some believe that this exchange might fall under a special tax provision, or might even be non-taxable under sovereign agreements, but you need to speak to a licensed tax professional to make sure you're fully compliant. From a macroeconomic standpoint, the implications of this revaluation are massive. Iraq is positioning itself as a financial powerhouse in the Middle East. With the dinar's new value, it instantly becomes one of the strongest currencies in the region, rivaling or even surpassing the Kuwaiti dinar. This move will likely encourage foreign direct investment, stabilize Iraq's economy, and pave the way for new trade relationships that could reshape geopolitical alliances. On a personal level, this is the moment many of us in the RV community have waited years, even decades for. Through endless delays, rumors, misinformation, and even ridicule, you held on. You believed. And now, that belief is being rewarded. The IQD revaluation is not a theory. It is no longer a future hope. It is now a present-day reality. The numbers are in. The live broadcast happened. The rate is set. And the financial institutions are moving into gear. But as we enter this new chapter, let's remember, this blessing comes with responsibility. Financial literacy, careful planning, and humility will be essential as you navigate this new terrain. Don't rush into extravagant purchases or risky investments. Take time to breathe, plan, and align your wealth with your life's greater purpose. Whether that's family security, charitable giving, or community impact, this is your moment to create lasting change. As this story develops, RV News will be right here to bring you every update, every insider leak, and every confirmed report. From redemption centers, banking partners, and financial experts. If you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications because we will be going live over the next few days with breaking developments, live Q&As, and expert interviews. Our mission is to keep you informed, empowered, and PR